was just thrown down.
Oh, yeah, I
I,
saw
I,
that.
yeah, when I seen that, I was like, why was this thousands of kids backpacks? I said, they are trafficking children. I said, watch, and there's going to be a big story or documentary that they're going to put in these movies in big theaters, and they're going to start spreading that to everybody. But let me read some of the comments from DL Hughley. He got some good content. DL be posting some good stuff lately. So this is from Fresh Spirit Beauty Queen. It's a beautiful day to be a black woman, 92%. Kristen Barr. So when he said mass deportations, you heard ice cream Sunday. Please explain. Ease Breezy 13. I mean, this is exactly what he campaigned for. And then Erica Alexander the Great. They campaigned for him, thinking that they had a one-way ticket to permanent residency and citizenship, but what they got was a return to sender ticket. So let's move on to this next one. We have this a lot of stuff going on with the wars and everything happening lately. So when you have to agree with this lady, who I can't stand this lady out. This is Marjorie Green Taylor. Something's mentally wrong with her, but she's been speaking a lot about Israel. So I want to see what she says.
This should be a humiliation for every corporate Democrat out there that Marjorie Taylor Greene is speaking more courageously against Israel's injustice on Palestine than almost all of them. Watch.
Israel bombed the Catholic Church in Gaza, and that an entire population is being wiped out as they continue their aggressive war in Gaza. My amendment would strike $500 million in funding for nuclear-armed Israel's missile defense system. The U.S. already provides Israel with $3.8 billion annually in foreign aid. $3.8 billion, that's a lot of money. Additionally, the April 2024 security supplemental included $8.7 billion for Israel. Even though Israel, nuclear-armed Israel, has universal health care for their citizens and subsidized college for their citizens. They're able to provide that. However, here in America, we're $37 trillion in debt. My amendment will ensure an America First Department of Defense, and that is exactly what we need and we haven't had for a very long time.
I don't like this woman. She's racist, Islamophobic, has anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, but the fact remains that she's speaking truth on this particular issue. Innocent people are dying. They are suffering a genocide, and corporate Democrats can't come out and recognize this for what it is. Even as the Catholic Church that was bombed yesterday was the same church that Pope Francis called on a regular basis. What will it take for corporate Democrats to step up for basic humanity? My God, Marjorie Taylor Greene did so. Why can't you?
So what do you think of this?
Anytime you put me on the right side of the abominable snowman, I'm gonna feel some type of way. um, yeah, I again don't trust the bitch. Won't ever trust the bitch. But I mean, if when you write, like she said, like Janae said, a broke clock can be right twice a day. So that's how I'm taking it, because I mean it is the truth. Y'all, you're funding that. And like when it comes to the Israel and Palestine, I'm not gonna necessarily say I don't care, because I already know, like, obviously I'm not on Israel's side, but I'm, as a black woman, we got shit over here. Like,
Yeah,
that's how I'ma feel. Like, I know that might be wrong. People might see that in another way, but I'm a black woman living in this country, and I gotta take care of home first. My people going through shit. So until my people get straight, I can't worry about nobody else. It's fucked up what's happening over there, but we got shit over here. We got homelessness over here. We
yeah.
got children that's hungry over here. We need jobs over here. Like, we got poverty over here. Like, we got crime over here. So it's like, I understand the superpower of America, that, hey, we help other people because we can, but we got a tendency for helping other motherfuckers, but we ain't helping ourselves.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to the whole Palestine Israel shit, that fight was going on since the dawn of motherfucking time. That ain't got nothing to do with us, and it's still gonna be going on. That shit been going on since that they ain't got nothing to do with us. So I'm gonna need them to work that the fuck out. When black people try to help out, they showed their ass. Not the actual Palestinians that's over there, but the
The ones
the
over here.
American Palestinians. Y'all showed y'all ass to black people that y'all didn't want our help. You wanted our help, but it was under the condition that you could be anti-black as fuck, and we told you to fuck off. We good over here. Missed me with all that shit. I ain't never put no watermelon in my bio. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm a motherfucking activist. Hey, that ain't my fight. It's a fucked up fight. I'll acknowledge that. But my people come first. Nobody is gonna come first that don't look like you. Palestinians ain't gonna put us first. Israel people ain't gonna put us first. White people ain't gonna put us first. Only we gonna put us first. So when it has always come to that fight, I always kind of been like, that's y'all shit. As fucked up as that may sound, it is what that's y'all shit. That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's fucked up, but we got our own shit to worry about right now. And until that's fixed, I can't. I ain't got it.
Nick, I like how you explain that, because you when you were explaining it, you was just like, you know what, whites ain't gonna put us first, Palestinians ain't gonna put us first, Israel ain't gonna put us first. And when I look at things, they always say, every time we say something about Israel, oh, you're anti-Semitic. Oh, the Holocaust. I said, okay, you take 4 years, and I hate to say it this way, but let's keep it real, all the way 100 versus 400 years of lynchings, tortures, dragged across the street, Black women being put upside down with the baby cut out, and then they're stomping on
by horses.
Yeah, babies fed to alligators, burning them in houses, everything from Black Wall Street to Seneca Village to the red summer of 19, what was it, 1920?
Well, if you add that in, that's more than 400 years.
More than 400 years. I said, and that's them. Then you can take the Indians. Y'all massacred them. There's hardly any Indians left now. And not only is there hardly any Indians left, but I said, you got their reservations being taken away and stuff. I said, y'all talking about 4 years, and you're talking about almost hundreds of years and still going on of oppression. I said, I can't really give all my support to you, because look at what's happening over here, and you guys didn't bat an eye when it was happening to us.
Hey.
But when it's happening to you, it's a problem.
And every time Black people want to speak on their experiences that are still ongoing, they be like, "Oh, well, that's Oppression Olympics." Okay, well, I'm gonna play them.
Or it's too long ago.
I'm gonna play the Oppression Olympics, because we're gonna fucking win. Gold medalist here, Black woman. Okay, and so yeah, back to what Nick said. This shit is not. It's been going on forever. Let's be very clear on that. So for people to have such a state, I understand what happened October 7th, but again, this has been an ongoing battle between two fucking countries that are not here. So I don't understand how people let that control their vote in a whole nother country, and why we had to lose our rights here in a dictatorship because y'all wanted to cape for one specific war. Because they're not doing the same energy for Congo. They're not doing it for Sudan. You get what I'm saying? It's very isolated to this one model looking minority group, right? Okay, that they're not Black. That's just what it is. And so when I saw that video, back to the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing, let's be very clear, because that's in my state. Fuck her. She's always wrong. And she cannot read. That's not Marjorie Taylor Greene's plan. That is some shit somebody else is making her speak up and do. I don't think she has the mental capabilities or capacity for that to actually be some shit she gives a fuck about. She didn't even read all the pages in the big, beautiful bill. She doesn't understand how legislation works based off of her interaction with cameras when they're talking about things they're voting on. So that shit has nothing to do with her. However, it is something that needs to be brought up. I do want to point another issue I have out with that clip is that man saying, oh, like the rest of the Democrats need. Why is it that? I do understand, guys. I do understand that any and all groups of people who we are employing, which is the government, the people in Congress and shit like that, they are open to critique. However, y'all, the Republicans are burning the fucking country to the goddamn ground. Every chance they get to go creeping in that damn room at 1 a.m. and do some weird shit, it is the Republicans doing that. It's the Republicans not upholding the Trump. It's the you know what I'm saying, to the Constitution. It is the fucking Republicans turning around doing that shit. And I'm tired of hearing about Democrats. The Democrats. That shit is crazy. The Democrats are not arming people. Have they done a lot to not maybe progress the country in the way? Yeah, because they keep trying to play a moral high ground. So when the Republicans fuck shit up, they get in there and they patchworking it. Because when Biden Biden got that same immunity, because it wasn't given to Trump, it was given to Biden first. That presidential immunity, he should have stopped Trump ass from running right then and some more shit when he had that immunity the same way Trump is using his shit. But Democrats like to play a nice and fair game while these other niggas are not playing by the fucking rules. But I'm tired of hearing about Democrats when they are the best for harm reduction and they're best for marginalizing minority groups of people. So again, it's still for Marjorie Taylor Greene. That is something. Please stop giving Israel money, especially because they got free healthcare, they got abortions on demand, and some more shit. You get what I'm saying? Free college. We are giving them billions of dollars for shit we don't have here. But you know why we don't have it here? It go back to niggas, because the college and everything else here was free at one point until niggas was free. And as long as the niggas ain't got it, everybody happy. You know what I mean? So
racism is expensive.
Very.
Something's just, and that's the thing. Something is really wrong with this country, because I be telling people, I said, for the life of me, I cannot see how you can just sit here and think that this is okay to be like this. But I'm glad that he posted this. I don't know how to say his name, Kasimar Rashid. I know the last name. So, Makari, oh man, some of these names, Jesus Christ. Williams. I hate when I agree with Marjorie Greene Taylor. Detroit Mike, hey all, be careful going outside. I suspect there's going to be an increased danger of being struck by a flying pig. Matthew Cook official, why is she to the left of the Democratic Party? And Rev Lauren Thomas, love how she is inadvertently advocates for universal health care and subsidies college in the U.S. Okay, we're going to move on from this one. I don't know if y'all been hearing about what's going on in Philadelphia, but y'all know ever since, we got this new election, new governors, new mayors, it's been going down. So I want to show y'all what's actually happening.
Right. Oh yeah, I know about it.
We can't hear it.
So he's upset because he's saying that the trash is like all down the street.
Yeah.
So all this trash is currently like down the street, and nobody is coming to pick it up.
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember this video.
This shit is nasty.
Can you hear this one as well?
Yeah.
With all this trash, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
So I don't know if y'all live in, or well, know anybody that lives in Philadelphia. I've been hearing about a few things. They just said it's just trash, just littered.
They caved on the strike is over. I hate the fact that the union people, they caved for a much smaller thing. Because if it was me, I would have just left that shit stinking, as fucked up as it was, because that's the only way these people are gonna learn. Because that black woman gave herself a 9% raise. I'm all for helping, you want to put people on and shit, but pay people a living wage. Do not give yourself a 9% raise and then say you won't have enough money to pay a living wage to people you need. This isn't like the city don't function without garbage people. Like that's one people that can afford to strike, and you're gonna have to end up giving into their demands. And I hate that the union people gave in for a little tiny ass amount, because they could have held out. And then see, that lets me know, because I feel like they made a side deal.
Mm-hmm.
In order for, because ain't no way you would have gave in for such a small amount, and you created positions for your friends and family for hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, but you don't have it to pay the people that's already helping out the city. I would have let that motherfucker stink, especially in July. I would have let that shit get so bad to that bitch would have had to fucking cave. And she was pissing me off because she kept getting on here. See, she one of them bitches that think you give her a mic and she just yelling to that motherfucker that you gonna take her seriously because she's yelling some shit. If you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, because I saw a video and it was pissing me off because she was out here yelling about Philadelphia and I da, 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 da. No, bitch. I don't care how loud you are. You gave yourself money, but you didn't want to give money to people that actually fucking deserve it to work. If you gonna make us have to work for shit, give us a living fucking wage. Everything else is going up but the fucking paycheck.
That's right.
Because if people don't come clean garbage, because see if they better than me. Because I would have took that shit and dumped it right on her motherfucking yard.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every fucking day. I would have took more garbage and all the way. And the way Philly rock, they should have gave us some more time. Because they, believe me, Philly would have did that shit. Eventually, they would have put it right on her fucking yard.
I feel like more people need to do that. I don't know how we would do it, if not trash, whatever. But more people need to do it because you made a point that I talk about all the time. Everything is going up except for our wage. A lot of people, majority of working Americans do not have a livable wage. Like we're not making enough money to pay our bills, eat, get groceries, just do the normal everyday thing that we need to do to survive. So I feel like more of us need to protest and boycott and stuff like that because everybody needs an increase. Not. I mean, granted, of course, the trash people, they definitely need their increase, but everybody needs an increase.
See, that go back to that capitalism shit. It's crabs in a bucket. Everybody, is cool with. See, the issue with making a living wage, it's people right now who don't think people at McDonald's should make $15 an hour because they make 20, not realizing that you need to make more than 20. I remember during the damn pandemic, that's when I realized, oh, we're in trouble here, right? Because people were mad that waitresses or Uber drivers were getting $690 a week in unemployment, and they still had to go to work. Well, if you don't get paid $690 a week, that's not their fucking issue. You should be getting paid more at your job. However, it's just like everybody just wants to. If you can't afford $2,100 in rent a month, congratulations, bitch. But that should not be what's happening as the standard for 2 bedrooms in Atlanta right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
everybody, again, kind of falls back on black people. They want us to be outside. And it's like, if we're the ones that's supposed to strike, we can't not go to work, right? Because we know y'all ass ain't gonna do it. We know y'all white people and the rest of y'all folks gonna fucking go to work. And so it's just gonna be a whole bunch of vibe niggas, right? And then I'm cool with somebody gotta let me know about the rent strike. I've been saying I ain't willing to pay this shit for a long time. If everybody stop,
I don't want to pay my mortgage no more. When we doing it?
because it's just not making sense. You got to have 3 times the rent. They ask you, can you suck dick from the back at the same time? The application for an apartment has gotten insane. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like you priced us out of ever owning a home. We didn't let that go. You get what I'm saying? And now you're making it almost impossible to get apartments, knowing the people who are paying us, you want 3 times the rent, knowing motherfuckers don't make that. And because you're criminalizing homelessness, because you want what? Free labor in the prison. Because it always goes back to that money shit. Well, however, that 1% of people, and I want y'all to know, listen, whoever's listening, you are a broke bitch. You are not part of the 1%. So stop trying to compete with people who are not 1%ers, because none of this shit at this point is now going to benefit you if you are not them. You are not the next future billionaire. This is the biggest money grab in history of transfer of wealth. And that is why they're going after so much shit right now, because they don't ever want you to be a millionaire. You're not even going to be 100,000-aire. You're going to be in if y'all don't get a part of the program.
What and to go to that, like, people don't understand when you see people that work at McDonald's and Walmart and shit like that, you look down on them because you think that's their aspiration. You don't realize that they're stuck in that, meaning that they can't afford to get rid of their government assistance. So they have to have a job that's, first of all, keep in mind, they have to have a job. Most of these people don't have cars. And when you work a job that pays you more than minimum wage, you have to go to another neighborhood. Because I've never been able to work and live in I've never been able to live in the neighborhood I work in. I go to work in fancy neighborhoods, but I can't afford to live there. So just think about the average person. They have to work near where they live. Transportation, especially in Miami, infrastructure-wise, the bus don't go everywhere. The train don't go everywhere. Think about your children. You have to be able to pick up your children from school. So you can't work in a neighborhood that's going to take you hours to get to and from. Then when you're taking public transportation, you're up 2 to 3 hours before you have to even be where you are to get around. So all these things play a factor in it, because the moment you make over minimum wage, the government says you make too much money, you don't get any assistance. They don't factor in the net. They don't factor in insurance. They don't factor in the fact that with this $20 job, you have taxes. You're going to have the insurance from the company, because back in the day, they were used to pay your insurance and then you just pay your children. But even for me, I had to take my daughter off because it's too expensive. They don't factor any of these things in. They just say, oh, you make more than minimum wage. You don't deserve any food stamps. You don't deserve Section 8. So now use $20 hour a job has to compensate for every other thing. So when you see people that work at Walmart, when you see people working at Burger King, it's not that they want to be there. That's not their life ambition. But in order for them to have a roof over their head and still get out and not be sitting on their ass and not be lazy, they have to work in the neighborhoods that they live in. They have to take these type of jobs. It's not that they want to. Of course, they might want to be in corporate America making X amount of dollars a year, but they know that if they leave that assistance, that corporate job is not enough to supplement what the government's assistance is supplementing for right now. And people need to start thinking about that type of shit, because even with Uber and Lyft, back when Uber and Lyft first started, they only allowed credit cards. They didn't allow prepaid cards, because who uses prepaid cards the most? Black people in poor neighborhoods. That was a way to price them out of it. They eventually started allowing you to use debit cards so that Black people could start using Lyft and Uber. Where at one point we were priced out of that. We were excluded from that type of shit. So it's like it's a lot going on. So when you see people working these types of jobs, reserve the judgment, because they not there because they fucking want to be. They there because they have to be.
I like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some comments. This was posted by Black Millionaires. This is from Gurkel. For clarity, they asked for 8% raise over 2 years. The mayor offered them a 3% raise over the next 2 years, while giving herself and other admins a 9% raise. You just said this, Nikki.
That's ridiculous.
Kiki from Houston, definitely stand with them. They are very, very essential. Please do better, Philly. It's Mia Tia. I know that stench got to be something vicious. E. Siobhan 458. Teachers, we need to do this. They playing in our faces. King Crown Leo. That mess going to get to the point where they're going to need more than 3% to clean it all up. And before we move on to the next thing, because we're almost done with our show today, Nikki and Maya, I know we were very busy. I don't think we have a judging or a history lesson, do we?
Oh, I got one.
You got a judging?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got a history too. I got a little history.
Oh, come on. Won't the Lord do it? Yes, he will. All right. So, as y'all know, this is something we've added to the show when we were doing the other show. This is now a staple on FTP Podcast. And so we are going to have Miss Maya give us a history lesson. The floor is yours, Maya.
Hello there. I wanted to give y'all a old something that maybe y'all wouldn't know, because I actually just found this out. So I'm gonna ask y'all a quick question. Where did the Black Panther Party originate? I'm asking y'all. I want to know if y'all know before I give the answer.
Oh no.
I thought was it Tennessee?
No, actually, the Black Panther Party originated in 1965 in Alabama, a year before Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale established the Black Panther Party in Oakland. And a lot of people think it originated in Oakland. It actually originated in Alabama, because in Loudness, I don't think I'm saying it right, but it's Lowndess County. Pretty much they were trying to stop Black people from voting. It was a voter oppression, a history of racial violence, where it was 80% Black people, but none of them were registered to vote. So what they did was they started their own party to be able to vote, because they weren't allowed to vote Republican or Democrat at the time. They were trying to keep us out. So they started the Black Panther Party. And then 1 year later, in Oakland, California, they actually adopted it for the Black Panther Party that we know today. So that
Oh,
is
wow.
our history lesson for today, guys.
Yeah, I like that. And Nikki, did you send it to my personal, or did you send it to the FTP one?
The one that we just have our standard Instagram chat that we use for our calls. I put a
Gotcha.
video in there.
Okay. So that's on my other one. I'm gonna have to get that other one added to what do you call it? I'm gonna get it added to the FTP one.
Okay.
And let's see, because I'm going to open that up real quick. Now, you want me to play the video, right?
Yeah.
All
If you
right.
can.
1 second. Let me see. It is opening up right now. Not now. Boop, 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 boop. And thanks for telling us about that, Maya. That's we trying to. I like how we have all of our history here.
No problem. I actually was gonna give y'all a little definition, but then I feel like we probably would have started going in. So
Oh.
but if you want me to, I could give a quick little definition of a little saying I heard about. It was something called the old threadbare lie. Okay, and it's when Caucasian women who may have had consensual relationships with black men, and upon being caught, they reported it a crime, saying they did something like hit them or raped them and stuff like that. So yes, when that stuff happened, y'all call it, oh damn, that's the old threadbare lie. Them little threadbare assholes. Yeah, go ahead.
And Nikki, I have it up, and I'm gonna play the video. So
Okay.
give me a second.
Oh,
That's why the criticism doesn't matter to us when you call us Nazis, Nazi this, Nazi that. I'm beginning to think they don't like us. You know what? I've said this before. We need to learn from the blacks. The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Nazi, please.
Thank God you did a hard eye there. What does it tell you that? This is why.
Nick,
Okay, that's all we need. So my read, Jewish people, where the fuck y'all at? New York City media Jews, New York City proper high society, Hollywood Jews, celebrity Jews, bring y'all ass the fuck over here for the day. Cause see, I want to know where the fuck y'all at with this shit. Because is it because black people was the punchline and it's okay? Because y'all have fucking canceled people back to the Stone Age for fucking less. Because anytime somebody that's not of the Caucasian persuasion slightly disagrees with you motherfuckers or says shit you slightly disagree with, y'all ready to cancel them and blacklist them to an oblivion. But this white motherfucker, a group of white people got their ass up on here and said some wild anti-Semitic ass shit. And it's been crickets. I ain't heard nothing from no Jewish people because let me tell you something. If that was a group of niggas on there saying that shit, y'all would have stopped taping immediately and threw them out on the fucking street.
yeah.
Before the goddamn show ended. I want corporate justice. I want some fucking heads to roll. I want careers ended. Because any other time, y'all got some shit to say. Because let a black person talk about slavery and you motherfuckers will play the Holocaust card like it's fucking Uno reverse. But this motherfucker, this belly lip ass bitch, get to come on here and say some Nazi. And in the way he said the blacks, he should have had his wet ass whooped off that shit. But the fact to make a joke, it don't get no more anti-Semitic than that, than to be out here talking about some Nazi please. All of them need to lose their fucking job. But I guess since it's all white, it's all right. So I'm gonna since y'all ain't got nothing to say, I'm gonna sentence y'all to a lifetime of shutting the fuck up. Which means that anytime somebody else say some shit, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want Jewish people to open their mouth about a motherfucking anti-Semitic ass thing. If y'all ain't got nothing to say about them, leave black people the fuck alone. Cause the minute we talk about slavery, the minute we talk about our injustices, here you motherfuckers go. Y'all got y'all fucking drawers in a goddamn twist because when we talked about that plantation shit burning down, and I don't remember the name, but people said, oh, how would you feel if we got married at Auschwitz? And y'all lost y'all motherfucking mind because how dare we bring up Auschwitz? How dare we bring up fucking Schindler's List? Oh, so they can say that shit, but we can't say nothing else? I don't want to hear you motherfuckers say another fucking word. Unless you coming after him, and don't get me wrong. I've been left Kanye. I've been left that nigga work where the fuck he is. Cause he fuck him. But the minute he said some shit y'all didn't like, y'all was ready to get him the fuck up out of here. When that Kyrie Irving, I don't even know what the fuck he did, but y'all was ready to get him the fuck up out of here. But you let a panel of fucking white men sit here and play down the word Nazi. Talking about glad we used the hard I. And y'all ain't got shit to say. They still on the fucking air. They still got a contract. They still got a job. Y'all better not never say shit to a black person a day in your motherfucking life. That's what I got.
Woo. And you know what? Speaking off of that, since this was a video, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and just read some of those comments. So let's see here. So Mickle Hillard says, learn from the blacks. Tell me all I needed to know. The realist 09. Anyone who says the blacks is a huge red flag. Cringe as F. Miss Rank, no need to reclaim it. You already earned it. Illy James, black people reclaim their power from oppression. You just want to make it acceptable to be openly racist. That's not the same. Annard Gostin says, so he's admitting that he's proud to be a Nazi. So, you hit that on the head, Nikki. So as we close the show, we usually do like some, photos or, but we try to end it on the positive note. We're going to end it on the positive note. I am working on our funny note. So positive or funny, that's what we normally do. But before we get there, this was a video that was posted. They said this is the same person, Donna Briggs, who is going viral due to her transformation. She now denies being a black woman, claiming her darker appearance was due to a spray tan.
We know a nigga when we see one, but okay.
So this was interesting. They got a lot, 53,000 likes. So this was definitely
the reverse Rachel Dolezal.
Right. If she don't already have kids, what the fuck she gonna do with them black ass kids that's gonna come out that body?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's the part that they like, and I always think about this when you think about men who always want these women with plastic surgery, with the BBLs and all this shit. You do realize you're getting the after, but the DNA still has the before.
Yes.
So like when you have the babies and the baby come out looking real fucking different, like what are we expecting here? I mean, you know what? Bless up to you. I hope you got an 850 credit score when you went through all that shit. I hope you got an 850 credit score at least. Like, if you're gonna be a white bitch, at least get some perks. But spray tan, bitch, you could have kept that. We know a nigga when we see one. That first ain't a spray tan in the world gonna give you a nigga nose. I don't give a fuck. So you could have kept that shit. Like, one thing, don't insult my intelligence, okay? If you want to be a white bitch,
do it.
Do it. More power to you. If you're gonna be a white bitch, like I said, have an 850 credit score. Get everything you could get out of being a white bitch. But don't insult our intelligence talking about something. It was a spray tan. You can get the fuck up out of here with that.
Have you heard her voice? Because she also has like a black woman voice. I can't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't get rid of like you can change your skin color. You can change your hair. You could do, but you can't change the voice. You can't change. We always know our people. I don't give a fuck what you do. We know our people. Like, and if we know, they know. Okay, like that's just like, unless you like super duper passing.
Yeah.
Okay, but you just look like a bitch just went and got. You look like a white bitch just got bad plastic surgery. Like, that's what you look like.
Yeah.
So if that's what you was aiming for,
nailed it.
Then, more power to you. But nah, I'm good.
And I'll read some of the comments since we're on this photo. Hanging with Ken. I don't believe nothing a white woman says. Girl, you were black before the after. The bro Hamtree. Y'all support transgenders, but don't support transracials. Loyal, honest Aries. That was my best friend. We grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. Donna and I both turned 55 years old this year. We used to be so close, but after her mom died, she started changing her appearance. She went to prison, and when she got out, I tried to reach out to her, but she blocked me. She's black. Her have black parents. If y'all run into her, tell that Nicole from Baltimore, Maryland said hello.
So what is this? The imitation of life in reverse? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like I know. First of all, transracial. Like, okay, if you, whatever. Like, you, like I said, I support it. Be whoever you want to be, but you don't have to like. Just say I don't like being black. I want to be a white bitch. But don't sit here and lie like we don't know. It's just like, first of all, what pisses me off is that out of all the white women you could look like, you want to look like Iggy Azalea, who went, who trying to, and the gag is that Iggy Azalea is trying to look like a black woman. So you could have saved yourself all type of money with this bullshit. But okay, imagine waking up and saying, I want to look like Iggy Azalea. Okay, out of all the white fucking women, that's a washed up ass Australian is what you pick. Go the fuck off.
And Rob James Eben, she obviously had vitiligo and only changed her hair due to a burn she got on her scalp filming a Pepsi commercial.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
They had to do that. And then
Hey, they could have put, I got a dark skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, got a light skinned friend look like Michael Jackson.
And then this one, this is not a positive, but we're in it on the positive. This came out today, actually. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has ended key support for black farmers and will no longer use the term socially disadvantaged, saying has sufficiently addressed historic discrimination. This right here, first of all, black farmers never got no money anyways.
That's what I was gonna say. They weren't getting.
So the goofy ass government putting this out ain't changed a thing. You didn't help them before, you're not helping them now. They probably gonna have the most successful farm anyways. The white folks gonna go over there, they're gonna try to tear up the farm because their farm is more successful because they're not getting subsidies. It's gonna be the same dog and pony show that we're having right now.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm reading this correctly, but none of this don't say nothing good to me. Maybe I'm not digesting it correctly. It's I don't see the positivity in this.
It's not positive.
He said it wasn't positive. He said it's not really positive.
Oh, because I'm like, what are they doing? Because it just said they will no longer use the term. Like, you still gonna discriminate, you just ain't gonna use the damn term. Like, oh, I'm okay. Listen,
but how we can make it positive out of this though is that black folks never needed to support anyways. We've always done everything by ourselves, everything from getting our own stores without any loans, helping our own community, cookouts, farming, etc. We invent things. We even in slavery, we did most of the inventions. Most of them got stolen, but we did everything from the stoplight to heart transplants to etc. So this right here is not going to change anything for black people. Black people, you don't have really nothing to worry about here because they weren't helping the black farmers anyways. They were already thriving. So there's a note on that.
Exactly.
But last thing, this is our last one. Jaden Smith has his own restaurant called I Love You. While people experiencing homelessness can eat for free. The restaurant runs on a pay-it-forward model. Customers who can afford to pay cover not only their meal, but also one for someone else in need.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
That is so sweet.
And what I like about this is that, this dude gets like a lot of hate and everybody's always talking about it. But I'm like, at least he's doing something to get back to the community. Everybody, I'm seeing all these social media influencers, they don't give a damn thing. All these muscle bound veins popping out of their neck and girls with BBLs and stuff, they don't donate anything. And this kid sits here and he donates and he's actually helping out the community and trying to do something.
I wish more rich people would do things like this.
Yeah, because that's a way. Because he's not going to really profit off that, but that's not the whole point. He's doing it without keeping that in mind, which I wish more celebrities would do, because he knows he's going to be taking a loss, but it's helping somebody else. And if more people did that, if more celebrities invested in his restaurant so that he could have it in multiple locations, things like that, that's when I think celebrities need to do is I get it. Your job is to make money, but at some point you got enough money to live. You have enough money to live comfortably. Your children can live comfortably. Your grandchildren can live comfortably. If you have enough money for that, you don't need any more. You can take the rest of that and invest it in things like this. Invest it back into the community that you came from. Stop trying to worry about, is this profitable? Because that's not the goal here. It's not going to be profitable because it's not popular. Like, I think once we get out of that whole thing about, like, if you're a poor person starting a business, yes, it has to be profitable for you. If you're an everyday 9 to 5 person starting a business, it has to be profitable. That's your life on the line. But if you are a multi-millionaire slash billionaire, you can't take that money with you when you die. It can't go in the grave with you. So
Yeah.
why don't you put it to good use? And Jaden Smith is nowhere near that. Yes, he's rich, but he's not Will Smith. He ain't his daddy rich. He not, you know what I'm saying? But he's taking what he has and saying, listen, I got this. I do have money. I don't have to worry about where my next meal is coming from. Let me help other people that's less fortunate. And I know I'm not going to make no money off it, but that's fine because I'm doing it to help people. And that's what I think celebrities need to do, not just Black, but celebrities in general, is stop looking to align yourself with things that are just strictly profitable, especially when you've already made the profit. You've already made your money. So if you've already made your money, like, one thing about me, if I was to ever win the lottery right now, I'm glad I've been a broke bitch my whole life, because that lets me know how I'm going to operate if I come into a lot of money. Because if I come into a lot of money, I just need a nice house. I can only drive one car at a time. I don't like driving. So I'm going to get me a nice car, hire somebody to fucking drive me around. And that's all I need. Like, I don't need all of that. Why do you need 20 cars? Why do you need 5 different homes in all these places? You can only live in one of them at a fucking time. So I think it's the greed. It's like, okay, I have to maintain this money. I have to just only do things that are going to be profitable, even though I'm already made enough money to last me a lifetime. So I think what he's doing is really sweet. I hope that more people will invest in his business so that, he can do that, because that's one gesture, but it goes a long way. And I just wish more people would do that.
Absolutely. And what I'm gonna do is read some of the comments before we end our show and do our outros. Complex mindsets. But this was actually posted by Nick Cannon. He said, "Now imagine if all celebrities with millions/billions did this. Good job, bro." Bougie Vanja therapist. He's been at this for a while now. Glad to see him still prioritizing community and kindness. Bomb threat. Now, see, these are the children Whitney was singing of. And it's Lachey. We need more of this. It's so refreshing to see good news on my timeline. See, Maya, we ended on a good note. she was like,
No,
I don't really
I had read it
understand.
wrong. No, because I was reading and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see. Because when I seen it on my timeline earlier, I thought it was a positive thing, and then when I just said it and looked at it, I was like, wait a minute, they ain't saying shit.
We made it positive, though. We made it positive. So, as always, we are about to exit the show. We want to thank everybody for watching. And Maya, where can they find you at?
You can find me on all platforms at Maya Lamise, and my YouTube is Elevate with Maya.
Yeah. And Miss Nikki.
You can find me on Instagram at bitch_happens. TikTok is bitch happens, all one word. And on YouTube, I'm Knickknack23. That's NIKNAK23.
And last but not least, Miss Janae.
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram as Dat Damn. That's DAT. Dat Damn, DAMN Janae. Dat Damn Janae. And then my YouTube is Hood Storyteller.
Awesome. And as always, what we're going to do, as we have some updates, as you know, viewers, if you use TikTok, TikTok has this like 30-day thing where you cannot change the name. They created a name for us and I didn't like it and I want to change it. So I'm going to put the correct name under the actual title and description of the video. So you can go and you can click on all the links there. And you can also click on their links as well, because the links will be posted below. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to be a new guest on the show for a future episode, please let us know. Please DM us. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Take care.
Bye.